to another level where, in terms of our programming, the services that we offer, but the things that we have to do in order to support all of that, we're looking at a variety of ways that we really have to increase our funding. When we're a little bit smaller, it was a little bit easier to raise the funds that we need, but as we grow, the pressure on our current finances grows, and so we're having to kind of up our game in terms of fundraising at the center level. But when you look at Benton and Washington counties, our large employers, still communicate to us that continually need to increase kind of just quality of life. Real simple issues. I mean, they're recruiting staff who are LGBTQ. And those individuals are leaving after a couple of years. And so the large employers are asking us what it is that we can do to make Northwest Arkansas a place that people want to come to and stay. And simple things like, LGBTQ-friendly doctors. We have to work in our medical community to make sure that our healthcare providers are inclusive and knowledgeable and willing to serve. We've got to work in our schools even more to make sure our students are safe. I would like to see the Fayetteville ordinance spread into our three other major cities. Bentonville, Rogers, Springdale, those cities have to pass their own non-discrimination ordinances. I think that would be huge, and that would make a big difference to life here in Northwest Arkansas.
Yeah, and I think that would have repercussions through the rest of the state too, if we could.
Absolutely so. I mean, at some point, the rest of the state has to see what it is that we're doing and see the positive benefits from the work that we're accomplishing and want to follow suit. Then I also think about, we talk so much about Benton County, Washington County, and we talk about the four cities. We were going to have to eventually turn our attention to the rural communities and make sure that the individuals in those rural communities are connected to the center and the services and the programming that it is that they need. Isolation, that social isolation, feeling like you're the only one, that can be so damaging to the psyche. And we've got to work on that. One kind of major thing that I'd like for us to achieve here at the center over the next few years too is addressing crisis and providing a mechanism to enable those in crisis to reach out for help anytime, day or night. The state of Arkansas has for the entire state, one crisis hotline. And so what we talk about here at the center is developing our own 24/7 crisis intervention hotline for our LGBTQ community in Arkansas. Suicide is a major issue in the LGBTQ community. I mean, the rates are staggering, and that's an issue that we are going to have to address here at the center.
Okay. Now, one thing I wanted to ask also, because nationally, I mean, the LGBTQ community, as far as a lobby, has been very successful, especially in the past 10, 15 years of really pushing, not just pushing the rights forward, but changing attitudes and just changing how people view the community. And because the secular community is kind of trying to do something similar, because I don't know if you've heard any of the Pew reports or whatever, but people are actually saying that they would vote when they talk about how much they would trust an atheist or how they would vote for an atheist or not. Overwhelmingly, they trust rapists and pedophiles over atheists.
Yeah.
And we're even below Muslims as far as would you elect an atheist president or into a public office. So we're kind of looking to try to have that same kind of a ground shift. So what do you think was so successful for the LGBT community as far as changing hearts and minds?
Visibility. You hear it so many times from our elected officials. They had one particular stance, and then someone they love and care about came out, and suddenly they realized that the discriminatory stance that they had was affecting people in their own lives, and they learn more, and they grow in their belief system. So I think for us it was just continual visibility, being out there, being involved, and taking every opportunity it is that we had to educate those people that we came across. We still have to do that. We still need more and more of that kind of visibility. One of the things recently, that an evening community event that I attended, and we talked a lot about reaching our allies, reaching out to our allies, and reaching out to those allies where they are, rather, instead of kind of waiting for them to get to our level, reaching out to them where they are at, and talking with them about the important role that allies play in the fight for full equality. And so, it's two-pronged: continual visibility and bridging connections with people that aren't necessarily against us, but aren't necessarily with us either.
Okay. So I'm going to go ahead and bring us towards a wrap-up here. So Where can people find more information to get involved, or maybe to donate, or anything along those lines? Well,
and keep in mind, we one staff person, and we've got a lot of plans, so we're going to need a lot of volunteers. You can go to our website, NWAEquality.org. You can also find us on Facebook, and I think on our website and on the Facebook, you can sign up for our newsletter that we send out at least monthly. Sometimes we send out alerts between the monthly newsletters. You can also, email me, give me a call. If you're part of a civic group or any other kind of group that has programs, give us a call. We'll come out and speak to your group. Just connect to us. Show up at our events.
Okay. All right. Well, yeah, I think I'm going to go ahead and I've already added at least the website and the Facebook page onto the show notes here.
Okay.
So I want to thank you again for coming on.
Thank you.
And talking with me tonight. It's been a really good time.
Yeah, I enjoyed you.
And for those that also may need some help, also I've included links to the Trevor Project, to the National Suicide Hotline, and the Transgender Hotline. Because I know that some folks want to talk to people that really do understand them, and so I want to make sure that we've got those links there as well. But that's going to do it for us tonight. You can find the show at Spreaker, on Spreaker every Monday night at 8:30, just like tonight. If you want to reach out and touch me, I have a Facebook page. It's facebook.com/beer and blasphemy. I also have an email, skepticsbrewpub@gmail.com, that you can send any questions, comments, hate mail, or whatever you like to our direction. And there's also a Patreon still going on if you want to donate to the show. That's at patreon.com/skepticsbrewpub. And any money that comes in, as I said, between now and November 22nd is going to be sent to, or October 22nd, is going to be sent to Skepticon. And I'm going to start from October 22nd through November 22nd. Any proceeds that come in, we're going to go ahead and send them to the NWA Center for Equality. So go ahead and just go to that website and click on donate, and you can help a few people out. Until next time, I'm Brother Brewer, saying, believe nothing of what you hear, half of what you see, and never have a serious conversation without a 2-drink minimum. Good night, guys.
We didn't get to talk beer.